How are you? I'm Judy Ngulube. I love coming into your homes on a Sunday evening just to talk about things that matter to a woman and, of course, how the woman's world can help just embrace everything around us as well as relate to the man. Now, today I'm talking about something quite interesting. I know when we're all dressed outside, we feel comfortable, but then what is inside? Our underwear, our lingerie, or the panty and bra. So today I have a lingerie consultant with me who's going to tell us exactly what a lingerie is, what's the difference between if I just say a bra and a panty, if I just say, well, she's got some jargon she told me offset. So she's going to explain that to us and take us into that world as well as tell us why it's so important to not only have the bras and panties look so good, but also put on the correct ones. Who am I talking about? I'm talking to Charity Moyle, who I met recently, but I think she's a wonderful person. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Judy. How are you?
Fine, thank you. You are the founder of Glance Intimate. Tell us about that firstly.
Glance Intimate is a company that's registered in the UK because I'm based in the UK. We specialize about breast health and lingerie. So we educate women the importance of wearing the right size bra, why they should get fitted, why they should check their breast, why they should always make sure their breast is healthy.
Okay. Where did this come from? I don't know if I can call it a passion. Is it a fetish? What is it? Where did it come from? Tell me about that story.
Well, I got my passion. I always say it's my vision. I started working with Rigby Umbrella UK. That was about 6-7 years ago. We specialized in supplying to the royal families, celebrities. It's a one-to-one service, so we fit them, we meet them. So I got interested in lingerie because when I met a lot of women, it made a big difference.
Okay.
Now you may find it's quite interesting because every day I fit a lady, they're so happy and it just changes their world. So I really got interested in it. That's where I started my vision.
That sounds very nice. But then if I come to Zambia, that would be in a realm of like luxury, because an ordinary Zambian person wouldn't say I'm going to go for a fitting and I want to know what will help me with my health in terms of the bra. So bringing it home to Zambia, how does it help? How does it fit in our setup?
You know, before I started working with Ricky Umbrella, I myself was wearing a wrong size.
Okay.
Yeah, by then I was quite small. I'm a bit big now. I was wearing a 38 double D. So when I started working with them, they put me in the fitting room and I felt the difference. You know, like you just said, most women would think, oh, that's a luxury thing, it's not for me. But getting bra fitted is for everybody.
So tell me about the fitting. Is it as simple as I just get a tape and I say, here, it's 38, it's 36? Is it like that? Is it as simple as that? Tell me about the process of getting the correct bra size.
It's a one-to-one service. When I fit, I don't use tape measures because tape measures do not take into consideration your body shape.
Okay.
If you look at the bras, they're all different. So if I measured you, Judy, and said, oh, Judy, a 30D, you will go in the shop and pick any 30D.
Yes.
But you won't know the styles that fit you.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're all different. So
let's talk about the styles, because I've seen this one goes up like this.
This is a full cup. It's called a full cup. Now, for you, you're not very full. This wouldn't fit you. This would fit me.
Okay.
So when I measure you, looking at you, I just measure by eye. So when I measure you, you're smaller here. And your band, you get 90% of your support comes from the band.
And that's what I always tell these people. My cup seems to be bigger than this part here. So I always have an issue of this part. You know, when I cup it up, it's kind of big, but then the cup will fit, you see?
Yeah. The thing is, because if you're saying you're 36, your band is very big. And then this is where your support comes from.
Okay.
If we're looking at giving a good posture, the band is supposed to sit firm, yeah? So when I look at you Monday, you measure a 32 band here with a bigger cup. Now, when we give you a bigger cup, you might be measuring a 32F. Because you see the wire, it has to sit beyond your breast tissue. But you find most women, we are going very big here. So they're 36, 38, and then with a D cup, the maximum you'd find, like we did our recent research in Zambia, the maximum every lady wore in a cup was a double D. but which is not true, because since me being here, the ladies are fitted, they're G cups.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Now, tell me about, how you connect it to the health part of your work. How do you do that? Well, how does the health aspect come in?
See, when we look at bras, they all look beautiful on the table, is it? So anybody can just pick them up and say, oh, I'll wear this. But, I always say a bra is not just for fashion. This bra has a lot of things on it. So when you have your bra too tight, meaning on your shoulders, it digs into your shoulders and that causes pain on your shoulders. So you find most women complaining they got shoulder pains. It's because of the strap is too tight. The band, which is there, is riding above your back. You end up having a back pain. You do your work, you're always slouching, you're like that. Because your band is very loose, it's not supporting you. So on the healthy part, you want that band to sit perfect around the back. It will support you, it will lift your bust, and you look nicer. It gives you a nicer silhouette underneath your clothes and everything. With most women have also complained about headaches. Now that bra, it looks beautiful, but it causes so many complications to our health. You could have headaches. The headaches may be from the shoulders because it affects your nerves there. So you're constantly having headaches, not knowing it's from the bra. And then if we're looking at the cap, the wire is always very dangerous, I say to people. If you have it too small, it's sitting on your breast tissue. Now when it sits on your breast tissue, that's when it causes the cysts, and then it may escalate into lumps, and then you don't want to go into the breast cancer thing.
So what do we do now? Do we avoid the wire?
No, don't avoid the wire. Get the right size.
Okay.
So always make sure the wire is beyond your breast tissue. That is perfect. Now the wire will sit beyond the breast tissue if the band is firm. But if the band is loose, your bra will be moving. You find whenever you're going, you're constantly doing
Pulling
that. Then you know your bra is wrong.
I've also noticed something. There's another feature. Some bras would have the size of this. This is like this thick, right?
Yes.
But then others would be smaller. What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah. You see, bras, just like shoes, there's size 5, size 6, size 3. So with the bras, if you look at this one, you've got the smaller band because this is a 30 back with a smaller cap. So it's a 30D. So somebody who's smaller, like a size 8, they would fit in a 30 back. So the bands come up smaller. If you go for somebody who's a G cap or 34, because we need that maximum support. So the band is always wider because you don't want them digging into you. They end up giving you flaps at the back. So they avoid that, then you find it's more wider.
Oh,
so the bigger the size you go, you get the caps bigger, the wire is more wider, and the band is wider as well.
Okay. Let's talk about the definitions. There's the lingerie, there's the what did you say just before we lingerie, there's underwear and what?
You've got in lingerie, it's an umbrella, it's a French word.
Okay.
So everything falls into lingerie. So you've got camisoles, the little vest we wear inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you've got the bra, you've got the nika. Some of the bras have got matching panties. So you find most of it falls under there. And then you've got the loungewear. The loungewear is where you have your nighties, the little dressing gowns. They all fall under that. Yeah.
Now, sometimes you see there's so many different patterns here. I've seen there's the plain bra, but then there's others with less and whatnot. Is it really necessary for all this fuss? What does the beauty do? Does it improve a woman's confidence in any way? Especially that, well, not talking for everybody, but if you're not going to take off, you kind of think I'll just get the black bra and then I'll get the red panty and I put them on.
You know what? You've actually said something interesting because most women that I see, they always say, oh, nobody's going to see me. I don't have anybody to see me. But you're wearing it for yourself. You feel good. Lingerie itself, having a good fitting bra really makes you feel more confident. How does that do? Because if you're fuller like me, you've got a bad bra, you're always hiding your chest. But when you've got it fitted there, you want to show it off. Yeah? It supports you, it gives you the nicer lift. Now, the styles are all different. With you, because you're smaller cap, so you'd fit in most of them. Okay. We've got this, which is called a plunge. Now, a plunge works, you see the way my dress is?
Oh, on a lower,
V shape. So it's giving you that cleavage. You're not spilling over, but you've got that shape like that. If you had a scoop neck like yours, you'd go for the balconette.
Okay,
because this don't want to show the bra. I don't like showing bras, so
It actually doesn't look nice.
It doesn't look nice.
It's not sexy.
That's fair. So the full cup, not for you, for somebody that's F cup going up to J cup. Full cup is good because it's an everyday bra. Now the full cup, you can see here, the band is very high. It gives you maximum support for us that are fuller. Especially it's good for if you're working, you don't feel anything. You're running for a bus, you're supported. Maximum support, I encourage everybody to get a full cup.
Okay.
Yeah? And then unfortunately I didn't have a strapless. Strapless bra is one thing every woman should have. Especially in Zambia, you've got the beautiful weather. So you have strapless tops. You don't want to wear a bra with the strap showing, no matter how pretty it is. Strapless bras are good because you wear them, you can wear anything strapless. So as a woman, you should have 5 styles in your lingerie wardrobe.
Okay, so which are the 5 styles? Run them through very quickly.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've got your full cup, you've got the plunge which is this one. And then you've got the balconette, that's the shape.
Okay.
That's the balconette. And then you've got the, I did say the full cup.
Yes.
You've got your strapless. And then as a sports person, no matter what, whether you're doing gardening or anything, you need a sports bra.
Ah, even just simple as something like gym, isn't it?
That's, oh yeah, you definitely need the sports bra because you need to support your tissues in your breasts.
Okay.
And then for other women that just like soft cut bras without the wire, if you're at home, you just need something soft, you go for a softer bra.
So is there something like trends that have changed in the fashion world of bras, which are quite drastic that maybe we might not know of as an ordinary person?
They are, you know, like lingerie is also like clothing. We've got styles coming in every season, shoes change. So sometimes, but some of them may not fit us that are fuller. They'll stop up to a D cup. You've got the racer backs. So for those that are smaller, they've got the racer backs and they've got the clear backs as well. They won't fit everybody. But as for basic, this will always be the same. They will change the pattern, but the styles will always be the same.
All right. Tell me about why you wanted to bring this back home. Especially that it's not the first thing someone would really consider in Zambia. Why did you feel that this I've gotten from the UK, it can work in Zambia, women in Zambia will appreciate it?
I think, well, home is home, is it? Home is home. And I think lingerie, no matter what country you're in, we wear bras.
Okay.
We wear bras, we've got breasts, and I think it's time, there are things we can help ourselves in terms of like, if we're looking at breast cancer, not every cancer is genetic. Some cancers we can avoid. Some lumps we can avoid simply by looking after our breasts. So if you have a good bra, you get fitted regularly, you'll be able to know when your breast has changed. Just like when we are applying makeup, we know, oh, my skin is changing, I need to change to something else. Same as lingerie. So I thought, wow, Africa, like, I have them coming to the UK, they'll complain and say, we can't find bras anywhere. So I said, well, I'm visiting Zambia. I think I might as well introduce it to people and just encourage them to get fitted regularly.
How has it been? The people you've interacted with so far, the clients that you've met here in Zambia, how has that been?
It's been overwhelming. It's been lovely, and then you just get to meet them. How I came with few bras. Some people have told me off already because everything is sold out. So I didn't know, but the ladies love it. And just to see them in the right bra. I fitted a lady recently. I said to her, this is your right bra. She said, I'm not taking it off. And she was in her office. She said, I'm going to wear it. I'm not taking it off. I said, wow, but it's been lovely and overwhelming.
Okay. Yeah. Now, when I'm with you right now, you do a fitting with me and then I say the correct, you tell me the correct size is this. But when I walk into an underwear shop, what are some of the tips that you can give? Because you won't be there. So what are some of the things I should keep in mind that I shouldn't forget as, you know?
Every good underwear shop should have a consultant that is specialized in this. Now, the tips I can give you is the first thing you go into an underwear shop, you look at the bras and they're so confusing. You won't be able to know. But when you
because I'll just probably go for the prettiest. That's
it. When you go to the fitting room, always try it on. Never buy an underwear without trying it on when you're in the shop. And this is the habit women have everywhere I've met. They'll get their underwear, put it over themselves and say, oh yeah, I think that fits.
Guilty, I do that.
Don't do that because you've got your clothes over it. You've got your bra underneath. So go to the fitting room, put it on. When you put it on, always put it on the loosest hook. yeah, the first hook, it will feel firm, not tight but firm, and it has to sit under here. So when you put it on the loosest hook, make sure your breast is inside the cup. So the wire, this wire, sits underneath your breast. You can lift your hands. I always tell them, lift your hands up. If your bra is going up when you're jumping up, then you know your band is too big. Drop the back. So if you went for 34 and the band was still riding up, go for 32. But if you go for if you went for 34F, you would go for a 32G.
Okay.
Yeah? The reason you're doing that, you want this wire, whether it's wired or non-wired, the band in it has to sit beyond your breast tissue. So when you touch there, that's your softer tissue. This wire has to go beyond your breast tissue, and then you know that bra fits perfectly. Now, your first bra, you shouldn't tighten it that much. It should always be on the loosest hook. Remember, your band, you get 90% support. You get 10% from there. The cup, it doesn't do much. All your lift comes from here. If you see most women like lift,
yes,
it comes from the band. So when you go in the shop, it's on the loosest hook, put it on, adjust your straps, move around, you're not falling over, then you know it's your perfect size.
We've talked about everything that I need to know as a lady when I go into, an underwear shop. But what if, a guy wants to surprise that special somebody with beautiful lingerie? What would you tell them?
Husbands, boyfriends, partners, everybody, they tend to run away. And do you know what? In the UK, you find Valentine's, birthdays, all those, it's men in the shops you find buying lingerie. So they're not shy. I'll say to every woman there, they're not shy. They're there. They see what we wear. We may think they don't notice it, but they do. So for men that are out there,
especially during Valentine's. Because I've heard some people say, I want to come on, so.
That's what they do, exactly. They'll take you and say, stand here. I think she's like this. No, we're not the same. We all have body shapes that are different.
Okay.
But if you're stuck, the best thing is to do, go into your wife's lingerie wardrobe or partner's wardrobe if you live together, check the size. Advise them. Not before Valentine's, talk to them. Have they been fitted? Like, come, let's go, it's your birthday, get yourself fitted correctly. And then once she's fitted, she'll tell you the size. We women, we get so excited, trust me. We'll be like, oh, I'm a 32G, we're all over the moon. So once she's fitted, the guy would note that down. That's her size. But remember, the lady has to be fitted every 6 months because we change. So the guy will
every 6 months the size changes.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
We lose weight. We gain weight. Some women are on medication.
Yeah.
So it changes your body. Some of them you may not change, but the bra, because it's got elastic in it, it stretches as we wear and wash it. Okay. So every 6 months it's just good you go and double check your size. So for the men that are there, look in your wife's wardrobe. Just peep in there, get the size. If you're stuck, you can always call us. We'll be happy to help you.
All right, that's nice. So what message does Glance Intimate have for us, whether male or female?
Well, we're here in Zambia for a few weeks. We're here to encourage women to get fitted. It is very important. Get your right size. Don't take things for granted. A good fitting bra does a lot to your body. It does a lot to your health. And apart from that, please, please, please be aware of your breasts. Now, you won't know your breast if it's changed in terms of breast cancer unless you know them. Check your breast every month after your time of the month. It's best to check your breast, know how your breasts feel, so that when you have anything change, you can always run to your doctors. They'll take up from that. And then if you're about 50 years old, go and have a mammogram. Cancer hospitals advise people to go and check their breasts. Your breasts are there for once. You want to treasure them, just like we treasure when we buy shoes. Same with the underwear. So I would encourage every woman, please get fitted in the right size bra.
Charity, thank you so much once again for giving us these tips and an insight of the lingerie underwear world. It's been very insightful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Judy. I really appreciate it.
All right, okay. Well, we've been told that just like we like our bags, our shoes, that's the same attention we should put to, proper underwear that will look good, that will fit well, because it will also translate, it will trickle down to your health. And definitely breast cancer has been one of the diseases that most African women have been struggling with recently. Thank you so much for having stayed with us. Join us again next week for another interesting item involving women.